But okay. Bring. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's Mia. Me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock, but the clock is in red, which means something bad. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Maya and Mia are sisters. Now, I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pretrial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good, like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. That's ominous. September 5th, 8:57, Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Ah. Ah. Psh. Boom. Villain. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Your sister's coming. She's going to find your dead body. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out to dinner. Ooh, meeting the sister. Very big step. Very big step. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Yeah, go examine it. Oh, we're doing it. I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Oh. Go! I didn't know that's what we were doing. Office! That smell. Blood! How do you know what blood smells like so instantly? Sob. Sis! Someone's there! Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? That's her sister. Obviously, it's her sister. She said her sister was coming for dinner. What? Who else do you think it would be? God, you're dumb. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. That's right, Mia did have to walk him through. Examine. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. We shouldn't be doing this. We should call the police, right? Why are we doing this investigation? Shouldn't we immediately call the police and have them come do this? Because I don't think this is like kosher. Is this admissible in court for us to be like, yeah, I had a look around. I figured out what happened. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper! It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Yeah, I think you probably just compromised the case or something. I don't think that's allowed. I'd better call the police. Now you better call the police, sir, and find out what that girl was doing here. Obviously, it's her sister. You said you knew her sister was coming to meet her. All right, we found everything. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Oh, look at that. We pop over here. Right, I'd better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Hello? There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice, luxurious place. Oh, we gotta go. That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Oh, there she is. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Okay, can we talk to her? You and the chief. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And sis. So she was already dead. Let's present her with this bloody receipt with her name on it. I bet she'll like that. Right after her sister's murder. Before Mia died, she wrote a message in her own blood with your name on it. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Oh, sirens. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way. See? Got a person saying they saw a murder. See? Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She would have... Nah. Wait, is Dick Gumshoe a beloved character? Do we beloved him? Like Nick Valentine? Whoa! Excuse me. Eek! The word Amaya here mean anything to you? Huh. That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Oh, God. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? What a very big leap to take. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. Okay. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m., detention center. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Do you want me to be? I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I also heard about you. Heard? When did you hear about me? Was I dating your sister? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Can we examine? What will we examine? The guy? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Can we look at this camera? Smile for the camera. Okay. Not much to look at. I guess we talk to her? Tell me about the day of the crime. Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Are they allowed to do that? That seems like that would not be allowed. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Okay. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Well, let's hear it. Right. She's so chipper. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, yeah, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget. Sure, thanks. How is she getting a note to us? She's in jail. All right, tell me about the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, the morning I got a call from my sister. Yeah. So, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. How does she know what blood smells like? Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Tell me about being a spirit medium. So you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career. They live on a mountain. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I am sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could ask him to represent me? Yeah, that's fine. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 p.m. this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right. I'll be back. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. To the Grossberg law offices? I guess that's where we're going. Whoa. September 6th. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. All right. Well, let's look around. A solid mahogany desk, yes. Yep, because he's important. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. It's probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Okay. We've looked at everything. I guess we go back to Maya. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Can we go anywhere else? We can go 2 places. September 6th. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on! That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Aw. You're your lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Okay. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I don't know what that means. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I do not. I'm a new lawyer, I'm sorry. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? I'm a new lawyer. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. All right, we're going to do a stretch. We got to stretch. I do need to stretch. This game is very, I've been sitting in the same position. There's just a lot going on. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, hey? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. 9/5 at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Okay. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? The gumshoe guy, I think. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The one thing it's missing is Mia. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Okay. I guess that's it. Should we show him something? There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. Yeah, that's what we said. Oh yeah, we have to tell him I want to listen to the phone call. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh. He's on to me. Okay, I'm just gonna tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Is that true? Is that true? Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope. I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Alright, we got our phone. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Okay. We heard this, though. Okay. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. How could you forget about that? The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Got it. Let's go. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel. This kind of reminds me of the Chicken Cop game, but louder. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. Also, why did they make her look like a child? You didn't need to do that, to have a child face. That was not appropriate. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Well, I mean, that's gonna be me, right? I'm gonna cross-examine? Is there a screwdriver sticking out? There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Let's... The latest summer sunlight streams... latest summer sunlight. Streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. What's this? A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Someone must be staying with her. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's the extent of my flower knowledge. Alright. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching. Alright, let's talk. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Okay. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. Do you know that thing that, happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Okay. Can we make you really mad and look at the thing again? What's inside? Maybe later. Okay. Okay, well. Should we show her this? Excuse me, but I'm a witness? Police witness? You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness? It's just like in the movies. Okay. I don't know. We shouldn't be showing her evidence, I don't think. Can we go back to this guy? Maybe this guy's back. Seems like he's still out. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yep, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey, go on. Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Well, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask. What do I tell Maya? How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Tell me about that weird painting. That's quite a painting. Ha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention with parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Okay. Why did you refuse me? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine, I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now, I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on? What is going on? Okay, go back. Hey, girl. Bad news. Sorry. Hi. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. No! That's probably not what happened. What's with your family? What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now. Before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Obviously, we're going to try to defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Oh my god, young Phoenix. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. But my sister said you kind of suck right now. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside this strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Do we need to go back? Oh, hello. Good afternoon, bellboy. Excuse me, you are... Aha, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. They've one bellboy for the entire hotel. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around. Ah, I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? It was but 5 seconds ago, you idiot. Yeah, right in the room. That was his name. My sister told me. We have the makings of a conspiracy theory. Could it be a coincidence? No, obviously not. Let's do it. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to court records. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. All right. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing. Oh, tangoing. Is that how you spell that? I don't think I've ever seen that spelled in my entire life. Tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Oh my God. This is so stressful and full of drama. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. We got the prime time courtroom. Hi, Judge again. Hi. Do you remember me from the last time? You said I was like really good lawyer. Hello. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready. Oh my God, that's Edgeworth. Why is he dressed like that? The other guy was just in a suit. He looks like a vampire. Why is he dressed like a vampire? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed the murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. He looks bumbling. I'm sorry. He looks bumbling. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. They put the fallen down plant. The body was found here by the window. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Not a girl. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Is he gonna make a comment about well, again, another clock? The same clock? They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Okay, this is not hard evidence. It was a receipt with her name on it. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. Do you think we should have showed her the receipt at the... We probably should have showed her the receipt at the detention center. Now I feel like we should have done that. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-exam what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Oh, God. Okay. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay. I'm thinking, what would we contradict? I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. We had a witness account describing her. Oh. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink clothing claim has hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Why do they give these people so many chances to give their testimony? I don't think this is how it works in the real world. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Your own eyes? Impressive. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That is conjecture. Objection! Objection! Conjecture. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. How do you know? That's presumptions. Presumptuous. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. I mean, we don't have anything to say other than how can you prove she was writing the killer's name? I want to press him on the part where it says she wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Ugh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Objection! Stop right there! The witness's opinion of the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. That is objection! You don't know that. Order in the court. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony? Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Okay. The wiretap? Or to show that it's like a... I don't know that... This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. It doesn't really. I don't know why I'm showing you this. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just not related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Okay. Mr. Wright, please think of the facts before making accusations. Oh no! We lost part of our bar. We have 2 more guesses before we lose, I'm assuming, and we're like in the beginning of the trial, so probably need to get this one right. Oh wait, death was instantaneous. Death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note that she was accusing the defendant. But really, that's really what you're saying? What? This is one of those lawyer tricks now, isn't it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? SMH. You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? What? When? The day after the murder? I think it was the day after the murder? The prosecution's point being... Oh. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, per my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! How is it? But Your Honor, but you can't. It's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Oh my god, but nobody knew that. You got modded, I'm sorry. What did you write? Well, don't tell me, because you'll get modded again. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Huh, why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham? The detective's a sham. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What, does he work for him? Aren't detectives and the lawyers supposed to be separate entities? Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Well, that was my whole point. Well, Your Honor, The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's it's not the obvious conclusion. Who thinks that's the obvious conclusion? Stop with your bowing. It obviously means she has like a message for her sister. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This is making me angry. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Order! Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Gross. Witness, your name, please? April May. At your service. Wink. Oh my god. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the courtroom. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say their heart, but... Tell us, Edgeworth, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. All right, let's try to get this. Let's try to get her on this. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see this is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness, but I get to cross-examine her. Your Honor, yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand where you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, 9 at night. All right. I mean, we're gonna have to do the wiretap at some point. Probably that's gonna come in handy, maybe? Well, she says see you tonight at 9, so that's not good. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ooh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Okay. Okay, I want to know more about the woman dodged and ran away. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. No, but that girl, she got up to her and she hit her. How do you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. No, it could be a small man. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. You saw nothing. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ooh. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rare! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Ugh, I must had her. She's lying. She's definitely lying. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think. How do you know it's a clock? How do you know it's a clock? I have a question. How do you know it's a clock? Everyone else called it a statue. Clock. That's what we're doing. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Ah, another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Oh, what? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, but it's a valid question. I'm objecting to his objection, but questions are all I have, Your Honor. Well, that doesn't sound like a very good reason. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Literally with this clock. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fanco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. You heard it across a street or something through a closed hotel window. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, that's preposterous. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. What? You have proof that she could not? Yes, because she took the clock stuff out the thing. She took it out the thing. I would like to propose a test. The prosecution denies your request. No, I have proof. I have proof. On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Time to switch directions, quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. I have proof. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May, what with your finger now? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can. Oh, impossible, of course. No, it isn't. It's a phone call. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the phone call. Take that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Grumble, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Okay, this is the conversation. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was reported, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that in again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, it was handmade by hairy butts. Only 2 of them exist in the world. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh. What is happening? What is happening? What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh! Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Huh. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Wiretap. Have a look at this. That. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh, Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is her phone call. Right? This seems too easy. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. She's just making noises. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair. All of you are ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Oh, she's crying. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I don't think she did it. We saw who did it. It was a guy. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping or irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? She's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Yeah, we didn't say she was. We're asking why she tapped the phone. It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well? Yeah, get the bellboy in here. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. Okay. However, true, I guess, I don't know. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty. No, see, what? That doesn't make sense at all. That is my condition. That doesn't make sense at all. I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. That's not how court works. What should I do? We have to try. Let's do it. All right, I've got nothing to lose except for everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy. You just have him on deck. You just have the bellboy like around just in case it got to this. Okay, all right. I do need hydration. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He has the tray. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I thought he was going to say he could put down the tray. Okay. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. But she said she was looking out the window at 9 o'clock. Not that she was getting an iced coffee from the front door of the hotel room at 9 o'clock. Right, I'm ready, I hope. Yeah, I'm ready. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. In the least appropriate court deal ever to have happened. I don't take issue with the fact that you're the head bellboy. All right, 9 o'clock on the dot. Let's press. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV, wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Yeah. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Ah, absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with, what? Brasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something, wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? No, protest. Wait! Please wait! Does the fence have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? No. Do I remember the table? Yeah, there was 2 people. There was 2 people! Tell me about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee, $18 was the charge. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. That is a lawyer thing that they tell you to do. Ugh. You fool! Lawyers do say that. I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into the twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man. Yeah, Mr. White. The man who checked in with Miss May. Obviously. Ugh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Oh man. September 7th, 224, District Court, Defendant, Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. Okay, she's very firm. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement, do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be